you think he has a bad reputation, are you referring to his anger management issue, or you're just referring to his general?
His anger issues, I can't deal with those issues. Those are issues that have been brought up by his constituents. But other than the anger issues, unless he's really that angry all the time, which may be the case, I don't know, the issue really is whether people in the district, anywhere in the district, feel that they have somebody who's advocating for them in any way. And overwhelmingly, I have not met anyone that has ever said to me, wow, this guy is the best thing that ever happened to the district. I would say to you that not everyone in my district says that I'm the best thing that ever happened either. But a lot of people will say that I'm pretty good. And certain close relatives will tell you that I'm terrible. But other than that, I have a good reputation, and I work hard to keep that.
Councilman, this clearly is going to be a difficult race, as you just described, but there's still 18 months to go here in the council, and so many of you council members are gearing up for higher office. How do you conciliate the two things, doing the job that you have to do at the council and running for...
I think that it's a blessing that this decision, at least on my part, was made very recently. So yes, we are entering into a budget season, but other than that, the summer is usually very quiet. It doesn't get shut down. And it gives me an opportunity to run for an office that really is my first love. In other words, an office that would allow me to directly help people, very directly. So I can't answer you about the general issue, but thank God now I don't have to answer your question about a controller's race.
Who benefits from that, do you think? Weprin, Yaski, with you gone, there's an argument to be made that Weprin gets the Orthodox vote, right? So now that benefits
I
him.
don't agree with that at all.
You don't? So
no,
who
I think Adolfo Carrion benefits the most.
What?
Why?
Because in terms of Orthodox Jewish voters, are a very interesting group, and I think that in general ethnic groups are I think in general ethnic groups are underestimated. At the end of the day, people are going to want to vote, groups are going to want to vote for someone they feel that's going to do the best job and deliver whatever it is, that services that they can provide in their neighborhoods. The perfect example is not current, but was when George Pataki ran, and Carl McCall ran as a Democrat, and Pataki ran as governor, and they both got the same percentages in Borough Park that year. It's an old story, but it's a good story. McCall was running as the Democrat, and Pataki was running as the Republican for governor, and they both got the same percentages. So at the end of the day, I can't tell you that I know that the Orthodox Jewish community has an affinity necessarily for Adolfo Carrion, but the fact that there are 3 other Jewish candidates is meaningless. The fact that Anthony Weiner is running for mayor, it doesn't mean as much as people deciding whether they're going to get the biggest bang for their buck
Will
from
you
it.
endorse?
Will I endorse what?
The controller's race. Who do you support now that you're out?
I haven't thought about it much.
But you sound
There
like
are some
a fan
people
of
that I don't
Adolfo
like. There are
Carrion.
some people that I don't like, but I would rather not discuss that with you.
In terms of the state senate race, the governor had made a directive to state agencies ordering them to recognize same-sex marriage, and Malcolm Smith and other Senate Democrats have said they're going to work to pass that law. How would you vote on that issue?
I'd vote no. I mean, my experience here in the city council, it's public that I did everything I could to support, and I think the speaker would tell you that in fact helped her become the speaker. And I think that that the same respect, the same protections that everyone else deserves, they should get. But marriage is something that's for a man and wife, a man and woman, I should say, a man and woman, and that's not my decision. That's in Genesis 1. I'm not making anything new up.
So it sounds you could face some problems with ESPA, for example, or some of the other gay groups that are pushing in the majority to get the majority.
I think that's true, and I respect their determination. But Koch used to say that if people agree with him on 10 issues, they're out of their mind. And if they agree with him on 8 or 10 issues, then maybe he's lucky. If the only thing that's important to someone is the passage of gay marriage, then I'm not the guy. I would say that bluntly. But if they want to make sure that they have someone in the Senate district that's going to fight to help reduce crime, to improve education in the neighborhood, to provide social services, and deliver to the entire district and get the services that they deserve, that I believe they haven't gotten for a long time, then there's no question that I'm a much better deal.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Any questions for us?
Yes. Would you endorse? Who are you going to endorse in the controller's race?
Oh, Ozzy's making endorsements now?